Flash, can I ask you a question?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. What if you find out that like human flesh is like 50% more bioavailable than a cow flesh? Would you then eat a human?
Because it does not make sense to kill a human because
What do you mean? You
we are
broke the
from the
basic
same.
gains.
If I'm
This
going
is
to
the
if I'm
excuse
going
you
to
were
kill,
using.
if I'm going to no, you are not getting my.
No,
If
but
I'm
this
going
is the
to kill
excuse you
my
were
own
using.
species, if I'm going to kill my own species, if we all started killing our own species, then there will be no human left, right?
We can just.
So
No, we
everything, you
can
are not
breed
getting
them the
my
way we
point.
breed animals. We can just breed them all the time, like more and more, and then kill them and breed them again, right? The way we do to
People are
cows.
still breeding. People are still breeding. People are still breeding. People
But
are still producing
we can
offspring.
Yeah,
farm humans.
so we can
farm humans.
we can farm humans because you can get the best gains.
You are
by
actually
eating.
comparing human with animals, like with
Yep, we are
chicken
animals,
with
right?
You are
We are
comparing
animals.
human with animals.
Humans
Yeah,
are
we are
animals.
animals.
Oh, we are
Humans,
animals. What the
humans,
Yeah.
fuck is wrong with
humans
you?
are animals.
Do me a favor.
What are you
Go
saying,
But
go
you
to
don't
Google.
wait. But you
Wait.
don't compare human with animals.
We
Well,
are
do me a
Humans are
favor.
animals. Nobody's comparing.
Yeah, do me a
Humans
Okay,
favor.
are
so
animals.
you
Go to
mean
Google.
we don't have any
Guys,
let me
guys.
No, no,
let me
listen.
finish. You mean we don't have laws, we don't need to laws anything, we can do whatever we want. Animals live like that. You can see the whole forest,
Biologically or
and animals.
scientifically, you are animal. You are an
So-
So
animal.
just go to Google.
Scientifically.
Listen, bro.
So
Listen.
if
Go to
wait,
Google.
I know
and write down
what you are
humans
saying.
animals.
I know what you are saying.
Bro, you
are
need
trying
to let
you
other
don't-
finish.
But you don't
Bro,
compare
listen.
human with animal.
Hey,
But
bro, listen. We are animal. We are social animal, but we are superior to every other creature on this planet.
yeah,
Why?
that's what I'm
Because
You're
saying.
That's what
cow.
you
We
think.
cannot
we have
compare ourselves
self-conscious.
with animals.
Because
How if you compare
because we
yourself
have
with animals, you can rape any woman. If you compare with,
Wait,
so
no,
what's wrong with
wait.
I can,
Bro,
yeah, you can do. What's
Guys,
wrong with that?
guys,
Animals can do
guys.
that.
Shush! For one moment. People were talking to each other and you interrupted, so let them talk first and just listen. We all are listening, okay? Let's just listen. Okay, I think it was Poise talking to Flash. Yeah, if we can continue
Yeah.
from that, that'll be
So
easy.
when I say humans are animals, that's just factually correct. And when I say it's okay to compare, hold on, it's okay to compare human to animals. I'm not talking about all comparisons, right? We have societies like animals. Some have societies, but like they are not as evolved as ours and such. But the only thing that matters when it comes to saying, is it okay to exploit, torture, and kill somebody, right? It shouldn't be like we are like more advanced societally. It should be whether they can feel pain, experience life, whether there are individual inside there. And animals have that. So comparison of animals and humans is totally valid. It's not going to be one-to-one. It's not going to be like a completely fair comparison. But like some things animals do better than us, right? Like a lot of animals can fly. We can't do that. How amazing is that? So, but like I'm not saying we are the same. I'm saying
What you
that
want to prove?
comparison is valid.
Hello, everybody. What you want to prove? Here's no make sense. You didn't make sense any like.
What didn't make sense? Maybe I can clarify.
Okay, so you are
I got your
comparing
point.
humans with animals, and
I got her point. She's actually trying to say that we are also social animal. Like animals also live in the societies, so they also animals. There are some of the skills which the animal possess, but the humans do not. Like they can fly. So based on all these evidences, we should not kill animals. she's actually trying to make
No,
this
that's
point.
not what I said. No, Flash, you misunderstand me. I said we
Oh,
can
okay.
make comparisons and then some things are different. So animals can fly, that's different from humans, right? But some things are the same or very similar. For instance, we can feel pain, we experience joy, and we are afraid sometimes and happy other days, and we generally value life. We don't want to die, and there is like an individual inside an animal, the same way that there is an individual inside a human, because we come from the same root, right? We're both taxonomically animals, and animals have this thing called sentience or consciousness, where there is an individual there. That is the thing that is relevant when you're deciding to breed, torture, and kill somebody, right? That's the reason, like, we shouldn't do that to humans, and that's the same reason we shouldn't do that to animals. I'm just trying to explain to you that when I make a comparison between humans and animals, I'm not doing it to equate the two, right? We're different, it's visible. What I'm saying is we have some things in common, and that is the thing that is morally relevant to whether or not we should kill animals for food.
This makes sense. Yes, you are right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're right. Felt like post-mortem, you're right. We can survive without animals. But
Yeah.
I told you a point that is the whole world is not standing in your opinion is not standing at the situation.
Yeah,
We are the whole world
Yeah.
at the world is at a different situation. Like if
let
we
me
are
ask you a
start.
question. Let me ask you a question, bro. You think rape is not okay, right? Generally.
What? Can you
Rape.
repeat?
Rape is not okay generally, right?
Rape is bad. But
Rape is not
sexually-
okay.
Yeah.
Like
Well, can you stop all rape in the entire world? Can you stop everybody in the world from raping?
yeah, we can. It's
Can you,
possible.
I'm asking about you, can you now push a button and stop everybody from raping, right? There's probably a dozen rapes happening right now where you are, right? Can
So
you
we
push a
need-
button and say no?
Nobody knows where the rape is doing right now. Nobody knows.
No, I'm just
Okay.
saying, my point is, right, that sometimes there is like bad things that are happening that you can't make the entire world stop doing. But what you can do is not rape yourself. You can like take accountability for yourself and for your actions and say, I think rape is bad, so I'm not gonna rape. Well, that's the same thing for veganism, right? You say, I realize now, right, that in the ways that matter, animals are similar to us, and if we shouldn't kill ourselves like humans, we shouldn't kill animals either, especially for something that we don't really need. So I can stop now. I can stop doing this thing that I now realize is bad, and you go vegan.
Okay, I understand your opinion, what you want to say, but
But
I agree. I already said Flag. I agree with him and you. You are making a really good point. We can survive without animals. But I just want to say a few words. That is, I already said the whole world is not standing we are not at the situation. We cannot stop killing animals. Because the almost out of 8 billion to out of 3 billion people, 3 or 4 billion, they are dependent on animals. Like in Pakistan, I already gave you a example. Out of 240 million people, all of I think they eat every week, every month, every day they eat a lot of meat. Without meat, we cannot survive. At this situation, in
Do you think just
future
because
we will be changed. We will be eat a vegetable.
No, hold on,
I
but you are
agree.
making two different points, though, bro. You're saying we can't survive without meat because
Yeah, right
everybody
now,
does, right?
right
No,
now,
hold on,
we
hold on.
cannot
Listen to me.
survive.
Yeah, but you're saying we can't
We need
survive
to work
because
on our
hold
food
on.
system.
I understand. Hold on, I
Yeah.
understand. I'm just saying, right? You're saying the two things are not correlated. You're saying we can't survive because everybody eats animal products,
Yeah.
right? But
They
that's
are
strong
dependent right now.
correlation. That's strong correlation because it doesn't mean we can't survive. We can. Right? Like my
We
bad
can. I
budget-
do. I
Yeah.
said
Yeah.
we can. Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
But I said
There you
it's,
go.
we will be
So what's stopping?
change
Hold on.
ourselves
Can we
in
not stop?
future.
I
But
don't
right
understand.
now we
Yeah, I understand. Like the food system needs changing and all that stuff. But I'm asking you,
Yeah.
right now, you, bro, what's stopping you from making the change? Since you know that I'm right, you already admitted that you know I'm right.
yeah, I know you are right. Okay,
Yeah.
I agree.
So what's stopping
But-
you from becoming vegan? You, right now, you.
Right now, me stop. You
Yeah.
want to me stop? Today I want to here in my home we make a chicken. We made a chicken. So
Postmortem.
the-
Postmortem.
without-
Okay, let me give
Let
this
him
answer.
finish. Let him finish.
give.
Let him finish.
Finish.
Okay, bro. Please go ahead.
Yeah, today we made a meat chicken, and without the food, how can I survive? Just give me one example here. I already give you the example for the whole country. My whole country. I'm from Pakistan, and almost 240 million people. They're without meat and chicken. And at this
You
point,
can going into like the global. I'm trying to talk to a person who doesn't represent the entire country. I'm trying to talk to you. So I have like a practical solution for you right now,
Okay.
right? So today you already bought the chicken, you already killed the chicken, you already cooked the chicken. So don't worry about it. Eat the
Eh.
chicken because that's the food that you have. But
Wait.
tomorrow when you go to buy food, you just buy vegan. You just buy beans instead, and
Okay,
you just
tell
buy
me
rice
what's the
instead.
flour? Wait. What's the vegetable and what's the flowers? They are better than chicken and meat and beef. Can you tell me?
Yeah, well, seitan, what we were talking
Okay,
about, the white flour seitan, it has the same
Seitan
protein
are not
profile as-
available in Pakistan.
With
So what
flour?
I
You
do?
don't have white flour. You do have
Okay,
white
okay.
flour. Everybody, wheat. Pakistan grows so much wheat that it sells.
I know.
it.
No,
Yeah.
I know.
So you
with
have
what?
white flour, but right now, you know what? Don't worry about seitan. Seitan is like you have to learn how to make it and all. You just go and buy tofu instead.
I
know what the
already said. That means we need to work on our food system.
No, we don't need to work on a food system. You go into your store and you buy everything that doesn't have animals in it, and you just eat that.
So you mean we don't need to drink milk? We don't need to eat
No.
eggs? We don't
No.
need to eat. Oh,
I haven't done any of that stuff for 10 years, and I'm, working out, I'm lifting weights, I'm actually really growing lately in my muscles, I'm generally healthy. I'm the only person in my family who doesn't have diabetes and like high blood pressure. So I'm not only surviving, I'm thriving within my genetic makeup because everybody else in my family is doing much worse than me. And I'm the only
I
vegan,
know
right?
vegetable is better than meat and chicken.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I was also a pre-medical student at the when I was younger, but I told you already. Here's like I eat a lot of eggs every day. I eat chicken.
You just change
every...
that. Well,
So
that's the
we-
thing. You just
I-
you just go and buy something else. That's it. Like it's not like you don't have to be like crazy smart to be a vegan. You just instead of like when you go to a store, instead of buying eggs, just buy tofu and oatmeal and beans and chickpeas and rice and all that stuff. That's good stuff. That's good protein, no matter what Flash says. And by the way, I have like contention with what Flash said about protein bioavailability, because if you look at that list, wheat flour, like wheat isolate, is the same as like chicken protein and stuff like that. It's basically the same. So you don't have to be smart. You don't have to change the world. All you have to do is say, I'm doing something wrong. Tomorrow I'm gonna stop doing that wrong thing, and you just buy beans.
Okay, I already
Yeah.
said I agree with you.
Postmortem. postmortem basically, you know, you can convince people that vegetables are good source of protein and
Yeah.
vegetables are good to eat, and you should not eat animals because it's cruelty, it's injustice. But okay, I why people do not buy this idea? Because people are so much connected to their religion, and in no religion, no religion. Look, let me complete first.
Yeah, yeah.
No religion in the world, no Abrahamic religion in the world is against killing animals for the human benefit. Are you
Well, it's
getting
not
my point?
solid either, right? It doesn't make
Huh?
you do it.
If our religion, the people think that if it is not abominable in religion, if it is not haram in religion, you can do this, and and the science also says that, the medical science, everybody says that it is good for your body. I mean, eggs are, they are considered as the complete food because they contains all the nutrients, all the amino acids, all the vitamins,
Oh.
minerals,
Flesh.
good fat,
What?
so
No,
that
but
is why
like all-
that is why it is very difficult for the people
No,
to
but
change
listen.
I
their
understand
food
the whole
habits.
point. I
Ash,
understand
listen,
the
that's just
whole
wrong.
point.
Listen, I have to stop you because that's just the wrong thing to say. Because all plants have all the essential amino acids. The only food in the world that doesn't have all the essential amino acids is actually
Yeah, here's
animal food. It's like gelatin. Gelatin doesn't have, I don't remember, I think tryptophan or something like that. Or one of those that is essential. But like if you take a potato, right, and put it into a breakdown of amino acids, some kind of an apple or something, it will have all the 9 amino acids. All of them. So it's just like you saying stuff. I understand
Oh,
that that's stuff that
what
people
should-
say sometimes.
what
but
should we
it's
do?
wrong.
No, it's clearly written in medical books. It's clearly written everywhere that the plants, the animals are
Medical
good
books
sources of
wouldn't
protein
write
because
about
they are the full of
nutrition.
essential.
Medical books wouldn't write about nutrition because medicine has nothing to do with nutrition. Nutritional books would write about this kind of stuff. And for some stupid reason, they still teach that egg is some kind of a perfect protein. When you put it in a chronometer, you look it with your own eyes. You put it in an app that breaks down amino acids. You put any other food, and egg is no different. It has all the 9 amino acids and blah, blah, blah. It also has like 300 milligrams of cholesterol, like something crazy, right, in each egg. So it's actually not as beneficial to you, like if you eat more than 4 or 5, 6 a week or something like that, so eggs a week, it's like really makes your health worse, actually.
I
Like,
think I found it. So this is a 1 extra serving, extra large serving of egg. I'll put it in the side channel. It doesn't really. You probably need to eat like 20 of them in a day.
yeah.
Bro. I've been eating 4 eggs. I've been eating 4 eggs a day
eat a
for.
lot of eggs beyond the day, 4 and 5 eggs, and they does not get any effects.
Oh, there are
Just eat.
cholesterol. There is cholesterol.
I've
so-
been eating. No. There are 2 types of cholesterol. One is bad cholesterol. One is good cholesterol.
Yeah, and the egg
One
has
is
the bad
LDL. One is HDL. Low
egg has
density
the bad one,
lipoprotein
though.
and high density lipoprotein. So eggs are good. Eggs have good amount of HDL. That is high density lipoprotein, which
Yeah, but
which
HDL
which
doesn't
removes
do
the low
anything,
density
but it raises
lipoprotein from your
LDL.
body.
It raises
What?
LDL though. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Listen,
it
why are we
raises-
talking about this? Like, it doesn't matter. There are so many foods that have like enough, like more protein. So many plant foods that have more protein than egg, and all of them are complete. So you don't need it. It doesn't matter if
Yeah,
like.
I agree with that, but
has
the egg
some.
is one of the cheapest one of them.
Not in
Yeah,
America.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Wait. You're not in America, but animals are easy for food
Can I just
for
quickly
humans.
say-
That's why they kill.
Can I just quickly say, animal products are relatively cheaper. If you abuse them more, they are way more cheaper. So usually, caged animals are gonna be the cheapest because they're really easy to farm. The more free animals there are, the more expensive the
They're
products.
also easy and more.
Yeah, but it's
easy.
not even like true. Like there are cheaper proteins than egg. When you buy oatmeal, oatmeal is cheaper per meal than eggs, and it has more protein in it as well. And it doesn't have any negative consequences to it. It's just 100% beneficial. Oatmeal is like the healthiest food on earth.
As we said, like if we don't need to abuse animals, let's stop abusing them.
Yeah.
What bro is saying that animal is a cheaper protein. Animal is not a cheap. It's a costlier. In anywhere in the world, animal protein is always costlier than the plant protein, the plant food. I don't know why. I also live in Pakistan, but the prices are very high when it comes to the chicken or the beef,
Yeah.
but
know
as compared to
why?
the vegetables.
You know why?
But yes,
It's because we grow.
eggs are
it's because we
exception.
grow-
Eggs are exception.
Because we grow plants and then we feed those plants to animals and then we grow those animals and then we kill those
Guys,
animals.
I have a question.
That's
I
why
have a question.
animals are always going to be more expensive,
Do you
generally.
do you think that the protein percent and the protein bars are accurate?
If it's based on USDA information, I would say so. They're pretty accurate.
USDA it's pretty good. It's a pretty good standard for nutrient and vitamin and macronutrient value of a food. Yeah. Do you know what guys? Everybody, do you know what Chronometer is? It's a free on desktop. I think you need to pay for the app, but on desktop you can use it for free.
The website.
It's an amazing. I can drop it into the chat, I guess. Chronometer.com, guys.
I
Well,
have
it's
a question.
Yeah, Alex dropped it already, but
I have a
anyway.
question, bro. What about the taste of the food? Is it plant protein, plant food are so bland or so
Wait.
tasteless.
What do you put on chicken to make it taste good?
I put condiments in the chicken.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh my
condiment plants. You put in plants on your chicken to make your chicken taste better? How dare you, sir?
But no,
No, condiments.
still, the whole point is we should not abuse animals even if it tastes good. I think that's a really
Yeah.
bad way of looking at it.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, but
I mean,
if wrong,
it's so boring to eat. It's so
Look,
boring to
guys,
eat the same
God
food
let us
every day,
use
like
them.
plants.
You don't
we
have to
can
eat the same
eat
food
without
every
any
day.
damage
You can
to our
mix it up.
bodies.
Sorry, someone
You
was
can make
talking.
Listen, here's the thing that happens when you go vegan, right? Okay, you at first 2 weeks you're like, what the fuck am I gonna eat? I don't know what to eat. I'm gonna eat a salad, and then you're like hungry or something like that. That's before you met postmortem. Postmortem can help you out and learn how to do this for the first 2 weeks, and then after 2 weeks, no matter how you did it, you start to learn new stuff. You start to find out about new plants and new combinations of plants and how to make plants taste good, because you just take the condiments that you used before and you put it on plants, and then plants taste fantastic. But like 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 months after you're doing all that, your taste buds change completely, and you can just eat like a cooked potato without salt, without anything, and it's so enjoyable because your entire mouth have changed from preferring animal foods to preferring plant foods, and it tastes fantastic. Like when I sit down to eat with people who eat animal products, they eat their food and it's kind of joyless, and I'm sitting there
Guys,
smiling.
listen for a second. God created the animals to be eaten in the circle of life. Some animals you cannot eat it as a human because bacons give human bodies some diseases,
Wait,
and the other way, chickens and cows does not give human body diseases. So God
wait.
created and let it to be
Hold
eaten.
on,
So
say
why we
one-
don't eat it?
You said like 50 things at once, right? Say one thing and let us talk about it. So what one thing do you want to go over? Just say
Okay.
one.
I was saying that God created animals to be eaten in the circle of life.
Okay,
Okay,
wait.
and-
First one, God, right? Is God okay with abusing animals?
Was what?
Is God okay with abusing animals?
Yes, they must be abused to be eaten.
Wait. So, is that a way of showing love? Like, if your God is showing like, if God is about love, is abusing animals a form of love?
Let us talk about some animals, not the all animals. As we are humans, we cannot eat cats or dogs.
Okay.
For example,
Felix, I can give you an answer. I can give you an answer to this question. God has created what Umar is trying to make up. What Umar is trying to tell you. Umar is saying that the humans are the superior, and the God has created everything for the benefit of the human beings, and God has created these animals for to be eaten by the human. Are you getting my point? So
Yeah,
that's
now,
what he
hold
is
on,
saying.
hold
that-
on. Then God does not care about his own creations. God does not care about abusing. God does not care about injustice, right?
Yes, God only
God,
cares about
some
human.
animals,
God only
some
cares about
animals that
human, their
have
food,
created
their
is
sustainability.
forbidden for eat.
Wait.
As a
Are we,
bacon, as a
wait.
cat, as a dog,
Hold on.
you cannot eat this.
Hold on. Are we?
By the way, it's like definitionally incorrect to say that the God created animals for us to eat. Because if you go to Genesis 1, God just created animals to just roam around and multiply and stuff like that. And then he created the humans. Nowhere in there does it say that God created animals for us to eat. In fact, it says, we'll see all the plants, all the seeds, all of that stuff. I made it for you. In the Quran, it's probably a little different because your like creation myth is a little different. But as far as I know, all Abrahamic religions, none of them, the creation myth says that animals were specifically created for us to eat. Later, they were like God said permitted for us to eat it, but like in case of
Hey,
like
hey,
the
hey, guys,
Old
guys.
Testament, for instance,
Listen.
it happened because people were like trying to go to other gods because other people around them wanted to eat animals. So God said, "Oh, fuck off! Right, let's go eat the animals, but only eat
If
the
you
good
really
animals,
knows
not the
about
bad
Quran,
animals."
I'm a Muslim and I read the Quran more than time. And in the Quran, the animals are legal to be eaten. Okay, but some
No,
animals,
but that's a
as
different
bacon,
claim. That's a different claim, Omar. You said God created animals for us to eat, and that's incorrect in all
not
Abrahamic religions.
no, I said not all of animals as bacons, cats, dogs. You cannot eat
No,
this animal.
but
As
you said
example.
animals were created for us to eat, but that's wrong.
Sorry, but I'm not meaning the all animals. Some animals you
It
cannot
doesn't
eat
matter if it's
them.
all animals,
We
but none of the animals were
cannot-
created for us to eat. It was permitted later, but none of the animals were created for us to eat. They were created
Yeah,
for
no,
their own purpose,
postmortem.
to multiply.
Postmortem. Let me give you an answer to this question. You know,
I didn't
as
ask
per
any
the
question.
Islamic, as per the. Okay. Let me clarify this then. As per the Islamic, Sharia, Islamic rules, the God has basically created this entire planet for the human being. Adam, you know about the Adam and Hawa. They used to live in the heavens, and then the God sent them to the earth. And then God created everything for them, like plants, like animals.
But God
to
created
to for
plants and
them.
animals before he created Adam and Hawa.
Why before he sent Adam and Hawa to earth? Because the God made the planet prepared for the Adam and Hawa.
Well,
Are
it
you
doesn't
getting my
say
point?
that in Genesis. It doesn't say that in the first chapter. It doesn't say that in creation myth. It doesn't say that it's created for them. God then says you
God-
can have dominion over them, but dominion it means it could mean guardianship. It doesn't mean you can ruin everything. Yeah, God just created some creatures and told Adam that he can ruin all of them. Right? That would make no sense, and it doesn't say that.
God created the entire planet Earth for the humans.
But not to
Are you getting
ruin,
my
right? You're ruining animals
hey.
by like eating them.
in the Quran, in the Surah Al-Baqarah, the chickens and birds were just saying that they were being eaten in the past. Okay, they were eating them in the past, and it
Yeah.
just God said that in the Quran in Surah Al-Baqarah.
Sorry, what's the question?
I'm not asking, I'm saying.
Can you repeat it, please, succinctly?
Just give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, if you claim that God is showing love by abusing animals, I would probably just laugh. Because that's not like showing love, especially towards like creations that he created. Also, he didn't create chickens and cows; we created them. We modified animals too, and we changed them to become something completely different. And I know that in Quran it says that you should not eat modified animals. So yikes.
Yeah. But it's worse than that because nowhere in Quran does it make you eat animals, right? It doesn't tell you you must eat animals. Later on, during Eid, there is a tradition to kill animals, but it doesn't say you must kill an animal. All it says that you must take something of yours and give it to God. And as far as I see, when people do Eid, they do it for themselves because they eat the animal afterwards. So they don't even do it for God. All you can do, you can take some. Instead of putting the money on what? Sorry?
You're actually referring to Eid al-Adha. Eid al-Adha is a festival in the Muslim Ummah where they kill the animals where they sacrifice the animal. And why do they do this? Because they actually following the path of Abraham, Prophet Abraham, because he
but
he
it's a
killed the.
tradition.
It's
It doesn't
also-
say that from now on, like once you killed this lamb instead of your son and now you follow God, you now have to kill a lamb once a year. It doesn't say that. That's just something that got later interpreted into a tradition. So Quran doesn't tell you you must kill animals. You can, instead of buying a lamb and killing them and eating them, you can just take some money and give it to God or give it to the poor around you, right? You don't have to the sacrifice is of the lamb. You don't sacrifice shit. In this case, you sacrifice somebody else's life, and that lamb wanted to live. They didn't want to die.
The whole concept of Eid al-Adha would die down because the Eid al-Adha, the concept of Eid al-Adha is to follow the Sunnah of Prophet Ibrahim because he killed the lamb, and so that is why in order to fulfill the Sunnah of.
Wait, can I say something real quick? It's important. The Islamic scholars are saying you don't need to participate in Eid. It's just recommended that you do. You don't have to.
Disconnected. What did you say?
The Islamic scholars are saying that Eid is not mandatory, you don't have to do it, but it's recommended. So you don't have to.
Oh, there you go. So nobody mandates you to do this. Nobody mandates you to kill it. It's just a tradition. And traditions change. Like if you go vegan tomorrow, you take your family and you change the tradition together. And instead of slaughtering a lamb and making a lamb to sacrifice their lives, it's not even a sacrifice. They don't want to do it, so they're not sacrificing. You sacrificing somebody else's life. You just sacrifice something else. Sacrifice some money. Sacrifice some wheat flour, some white flour. Put some white flour on the altar. I think God would love that. Like, if Allah came down tomorrow, do you think he would look around, look that you guys don't need to do this, right? You can totally survive, thrive, and be very happy without killing his creatures? Would he say, yeah, it's good that you are killing my creatures? Or would he say, what the hell are you doing? You don't have to do this. What do you think?
You are actually, you are actually thinking about God from the perspective of human beings. God does not think like this,
Not at all.
What?
I'm asking you, what do you, you can imagine to be a powerful being who created these amazing creatures, right? Animals and humans. And then he comes down and he sees what we do to animals. Do you think he would approve? Or would he say, you don't need to do this, you can just go buy beans and rice?
No, God has already approved. God has already made all these things. If it had been haram in Islam, the God would have also said that you should not kill these animals because these are harams. You will go to hell if you are going to kill these animals.
It's
because
these
nowhere.
humans. You're talking about humans who decided to do this, and I'm trying to ask you, what would Allah say? But it's
Human had decided to
hadith.
do this, and God had permitted this. God had permitted this.
I'm asking, right? when he permitted it, that was like I think 1400 years ago, right ago. So like a really long time ago, when we didn't have like stores and we didn't have like really good wheat and rice and stuff like that. It wasn't ever readily available. We didn't have tofu in your region, right? In Pakistan, there wasn't tofu. There is probably right now. So, like, back then, when it was permitted to eat animals, it was a matter of saving lives, right? Because if somebody didn't have that, they might have died. But today, you can go to a store and buy completely different things. That's why I'm saying, if I came down today, looking at the grocery stores around your house, there are probably 5 or 6 of them in Pakistan around your house, and you can go into that store and buy not animals, not slaughtered animals, not exploited animals, not tortured animals, do you think he would say, "Ah, yeah, good job choosing to torture my creatures"?
I already said everybody agree with you. You are just wasting your time.
I don't think I am. I think I'm getting all of you on my side. You just reluctant to change your actions, because I think all of you agree with me. Basically, the way you said, bro. I think Flash is coming on really nice, agreeing with me as well. All you need to do now is take this thing, this agreement, this thought, and turn it into action, and actually stop paying for animal exploitation and torture. That's where I'm trying to get you, and I think the more things I say about this, the closer you are to actually changing your actions.
Yes, you make sense.